Welcome to my June reading for Aquarius. If you have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this reading is for you. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm concentrating for this month on ways to generate love, and this is love of all types. This is the love of relationships, love as in self-esteem, self-confidence, how to generate love in Aquarius's life. So I have shuffled the cards and I will begin. So what is the heart of the matter for Aquarius in generating love in June? What is the heart of the matter, please? There is an ending. Something is ending. This card is generally a positive card because it shows that something that needs to be done is done. So let's see what crosses the Death card. If you have something that you have really been worrying about, something that you really wanted to get over, to get past, to get through, this card is what that is talking about. And what is crossing? This could be a card that opposes or supports the heart of the matter. What is crossing the Death card for Aquarius? The Queen of Rods. Well, the Queen of Rods is a sign of Aries. This is strong, is the embodiment of an indomitable spirit. This is someone who is maybe willful, but they are persistent. They can get things done. They will move forward. So you're going to be moving forward in action. So what is at the base? What is the underlying energy here? The King of Rods. This is the King of Wands. This is a card that embodies Leo. This is strength and power. So I think that you're starting out June with a great deal of strength and determination. This could be you. This could also be people around you. So this tells me that you have a lot of support. Now, in the recent past, since our last reading in May, what is passing out of your consciousness? You were having to use a lot. You were having to summon up a lot of your inner strength. And that is really the basis of this. There is something moving out of the picture that you had to muster all your strengths to get through. So let's see what is entering Aquarius's consciousness right now. What is coming into your consciousness? This could be the next thing that you need to work on, the thing that you are working on now, something that is on your mind. Maybe your next direction to go. It can be a number of things. So what is entering Aquarius's consciousness in June? Please. Okay, show me the card. This is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a self-made person. They have abundance and they have confidence. I think that you have found a new sort of way to live. And this is typically in the material realm. So you may be doing well. You may be finding yourself thinking about taking on some kind of work that you will be doing more or less by yourself. It is a card of entrepreneur. It can be you going into business, taking on a project, doing something new, and having a lot of confidence in yourself. In the near future, what is coming up in June for Aquarius? What is coming up in the near future for Aquarius in June? I think you're also going to be in touch with the natural world, because that Nine of Pentacles is really talking about walking in the world with confidence and being in touch with that physical world. And that's why we see the fruit, the plants, and the bird that is there. There's a natural world element to that card. So what is coming up in the near future for Aquarius, please? Okay, well, the near future, please. Show me. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this and this card are showing me that this is entering your consciousness. And this is going to be a time when you can manifest in the material realm. This can be home. This can be your surroundings, your home environment, something to do with the things that you have. You may be thinking of starting, and this goes along with this card, starting a business or starting a venture, but it's something that's going to increase your material wealth in some way or another. That doesn't have to necessarily be money, but it could be a project. Again, in the material realm, this could be anything from working on a home, purchasing a home, something like that. So let's see what Aquarius's energy is in June. What is Aquarius's energy right now in June? I get two cards. We have the Page of Swords. I'll take these in the order that they're facing. The Page of Swords. This is you looking for. This is your nature. This is looking at the world with an analytical eye. Right now, your nature is going to embody a curiosity that is youthful, that doesn't take things for granted, that asks all kinds of important questions. And your environment is a decision. This is a decision that is deferred. I think we might have touched on there was a decision that needed to be made. There is still one to be made in June. So you are looking for information to answer this, to make your mind up. And you may be looking in a lateral way at things, because this Page of Swords energy is a little more along the lines of beginner's mind. That's the phrase that comes to mind. And that means that you're not, again, making any assumptions. You're going to be looking for new sorts of answers. So it's a fresh and youthful approach to things, to finding information. This means to me that you're going to be maybe thinking that some of your thought processes in the past were a bit obsolete, that you were looking at things in just from a stale perspective. So let's see what Aquarius's hopes are for June. What are Aquarius's hopes for June, please? I get two cards. I will take these as hopes and fears. This is the hope, and this is the stable. This can be a marriage. This can sometimes be a marriage. So there could be an actual marriage. You're hoping for that. This can be a union. This can be stability. The Four of Wands talks about a stable foundation. And they can talk about a marriage. And as the fears, there's the Four of Cups. And this is rejecting. In this reading, this is rejecting some suggestion. And I think we might have actually touched on this a little bit in our last reading. The Four of Cups. There may be people who are trying to give you advice, and you're not wanting that advice. And you're afraid that people are going to try to push you in a certain direction. And that could be to do with this decision. So I'm going to shuffle the cards a little bit before I do the outcome. And there is our outcome. The Emperor energy. This is the outcome, and this will be your energy. There is a lot of Wands energy here, so this could be creative. The Wands are strong. You have the Swords. You have your energy here. But there is something active and innovative and creative that is going on with you. And these two cards here, along with this card and this card, are telling me that you are really going to be wrapping up June in a very strong position. The Emperor has the King of Kings quality to it. In other words, it is powerful. There is a lot of knowledge. There is a great deal of strength. And this is a situation where you can manifest. At the base, we see that you have been in a situation where you might have been resting from something that happened in the past. But this reading is really very strong. Let's see if we can look. The Judgment card often shows that this is a situation where you have possibly things have started over. The thing that ended here, you're starting something new. And this is another affirmation that is the case. You may also have you have been moving away from. Let's look at these cards. The Hanged Man. I'll go back just a little bit right here. I'll stop here. You were suffering from a bit of anxiety about a situation, but the Wheel of Fortune shows me that things turned, and typically the Wheel of Fortune means they turned into something more positive from your perspective. Fortunes changed for the better. And this is the Ace of Cups. There was something emotional that was, it's actually a new start in emotional strength. And I think that is what this reading is showing here. You have entered a new phase in your emotional maturity. And there might have been a situation around you where either someone was deceiving you or you were possibly deceiving yourself. But I think that what you did, whatever the situation was, that has ended because you went into a stage where you were waiting for new insights. And this is sometimes spiritual insights or just new information. You were waiting for that new information because we know that there is this deferred decision here. The thing that possibly happened with the Seven of Swords was hurt, that it had an effect on you, but you were moving into calmer waters. So things were turbulent, and so you were kind of waiting things out. You moved into calmer waters, and there was this union. There was friendship, and there was compassion, and this is a union of two people. This can also be you reconciling something within yourself. If the Seven of Swords was some things that you didn't really have the right way around, that you were kidding yourself about, that was reconciled. And this is possibly understanding that things are okay. You are okay. And it is also quite possibly your support structure, if any of these cards here are people that you know, that you have a good union with them. There is a lot of compassion there. And so you were able to get to the point where you could start over, but you needed to rest. You needed to take time to really recuperate from things that had happened up to that point, because it was turbulent times. I will say that this is really a beautiful reading for Aquarius. And I think that if you find this insightful, I would really love to hear about what it is that you resonate with in this reading. So please leave me a comment below. And I will leave it there. Thank you very much.